Why does the rural chef use two types of rice for steamed pork with rice flour?
So it's only needed to remove the fishy odor.
How to marinate duck brains to make them flavorful?
What's the magic behind the duck head?
How do various sauces help transform fresh lamb ribs into rainbow lamb chop?
This isn't the finished version, is it?
No.
The delicacy hunters will take you on a journey to discover rural flavors. In the tranquil and bountiful countryside, nature generously offers a variety of fresh ingredients. Rural chefs continuously learn from their experiences, transforming these ingredients into unique regional dishes. Rich in cultural significance, they not only reflect the charm of regional traditions but also carry the nostalgic memories of many diners.
The main dish is ready.
San Sao, we're all waiting for you.
Stir fry, coat, or chili oil. Which is key for steamed pork with rice flour?
The moment it is turned over, the aroma of the chili oil wafts up instantly. The chili oil flows down the meat like lava from a volcano.
Why must the tasty duck head dish be added to the pot in 3 stages?
This is a spicy kiss now. With the flavor fully set in, it tastes entirely different.
How does a fresh lamb chop become the highlight of a dinner party? Rainbow lamb chop.
Is the seasoning mixed into the broth?
Yes.
This isn't the finished version, is it?
I'll be using a seasoning you wouldn't expect.
Each to their own. You will soon see the difference.
All right. Usually, people may only find duck tongues tender, but this one has a sticky, glutinous
it's a bit
texture.
glutinous.
Let's join the delicacy hunters to explore the rich and diverse food culture of China. Nearing noon, a group of elders is waiting eagerly.
I love her pickled fish. I love the bean curd soup. I love spicy bean curd. I love everything she makes. Your favorite is a well-braised pork hock.
In Zhuge Village, Gaotai Town, Qingshan County, Sichuan. The village lies on a 10-mile flat plain crisscrossed by irrigation channels, providing the villagers with a peaceful and cozy life. But who is the she who cooks these tasty dishes the elders mention?
The meal is ready.
Her name is Lo Weichuan. With over 20 years of experience as a country chef, she is now the head chef at the Zhuge Village Canteen for the elderly. She manages the daily meals for almost 40 elderly residents in the village.
Would you like some vegetables?
Sure.
A bright and clean cafeteria with a delivery cart enables the elderly to choose freely between dining in or home delivery. Which dish do they love the most?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm being careful, not to step on the plants.
This large vegetable garden is Lo's treasure chest of ingredients.
I'm removing the old leaves. I only want the tender ones.
What prompted you to start cooking for the elderly?
Most young people have moved away for work. The elderly are left home alone, and they might not know how to safely use natural gas. So I started the canteen for the elderly.
Did they order any special dishes today?
Yeah, steamed pork with rice flour.
Steamed pork with rice flour?
Steamed pork with rice flour, tender but not mushy, has a glutinous, yet refreshing taste that has captivated many food lovers. Paired with various ingredients, it can offer a variety of tastes: salty, sweet, or spicy. Why is Lo's steamed pork with rice flour so popular? What sets her cooking apart?
In this area, what part of the meat is usually used for this dish?
I usually use the pork jowl, which is a little more tender.
The pork jowl, or pork shoulder, is lean and tender, and slightly chewy because of the connective tissue. It is the most common choice for making steamed pork with rice flour. However, it's not the best choice for Lo.
When I cook for the elderly, I go with pork belly.
More fatty or leaner?
Usually half fat, half lean. Look at this pork belly, with both fat and lean parts.
This is perfect for the elderly.
As soon as I arrive, he knows to prepare the pork belly.
So you're a regular. How much do you need a day?
About 8 to 9 kilograms a day.
Let's go, I'm ready.
So heavy, the pockets are going to rip.
With the perfect ingredients, Lo knows how to cook the pork belly to perfection.
Don't you need to blanch the meat to remove the fishy odor?
No, not for this dish. I only wash it with plain water. For this dish, if you blanch it, it won't look as good and lose its shape.
Lo said that to preserve the meat's freshness and tenderness during steaming. A more delicate approach is needed to remove the odor. The pork belly is then sliced into even pieces, then marinated with cooking wine and pepper powder, and left to rest for a while. What's unique about this?
It must only be soaked in clean water.
If it's soaked, won't it wash away the flavors we just added?
After the flavors are absorbed, you need to rinse it off. If you don't rinse off the cooking wine, it will taste like it.
So it's only needed to remove the fishy odor.
The fragrant and spicy pepper powder, along with the cooking wine, reacts chemically with the molecules in the meat, removes the fishy odor and enhances the taste. After rinsing in water, the meat is left to rest again, and the blood will gradually seep out.
There's still some blood in the meat. How do we get rid of it?
Pour it into a sieve.
So you drain it like this.
Then squeeze out the remaining blood.
Repeat until it turns pale and the unwanted odor is gone. Next, how are the meat slices seasoned to become tender and flavorful without being greasy?
Now I will make the base.
The base?
I will stir fry it first and then add it to the meat.
The ginger and scallions are minced and mixed with Pichien bean paste. Then quickly chopped together to release their fragrance.
The broad bean paste is slightly salty and aromatic.
And after mincing it?
I'll stir fry it all together.
The wok is heated with plenty of oil, and the sauce's aroma and freshness will be brought out by the high heat.
It's done.
Already? But the aroma's just emerging.
It'll burn if I cook it any longer.
Lo moves quickly, and in just a few seconds, she scoops out both the oil and ingredients before adding pepper powder, fermented glutinous rice and fermented bean curd to create a layered flavor. This seasoning mixture, with a reddish color and a savory fragrance, is Lo's exclusive flavor-enhancing secret.
So now you just mix everything evenly, right?
Yes.
The meat will have both the base flavor and a desired color.
The meat is thoroughly mixed and marinated for 30 minutes, but she says the seasoning isn't done yet. The next step is still crucial.
So you've prepared 2 types of rice, millet and glutinous rice.
Glutinous rice is more moist and has a better texture, while millet is good for the stomach.
It's good for you? So is mixing the 2 types of rice your own innovation?
Millet is rich in nutrients, making it a perfect choice for the elderly, and a regular item on Lo's menu. Simply steam it, and the rice is subtly fragrant and sweet. The pre-soaked glutinous rice is ground into rice flour with small lumps.
I mixed it myself with Szechuan pepper powder, chili powder, and black pepper powder.
The 2 types of rice are mixed in a 1-to-1 ratio, then Lo's secret powder is added to enhance the color and fragrance. Sprinkle the rice flour over the marinated meat slices, and turn them to coat them evenly with the flour. The rice flour and meat seasoning create a balanced and layered flavor.
Is it ready to be steamed now?
There's one more step.
What's that?
Making the chili oil. I use mild chili peppers. They're less spicy and ideal for the elderly.
Cooking for the elderly requires a lot of thought.
Yes, I need to understand their needs. They would tell me if they like salty, light, or spicy food.
In some ways, you're like their children.
Sometimes they bring out whatever snacks they have, like egg cake or candy, and share them with me.
So you feel a lot of warmth from them, huh?
When talking about the elderly, Lo's eyes light up with a smile, and the chili in her hand, sizzling in hot oil, softens her spicy personality into something bright and gentle. The sesame and the chili powder meet in the hot oil. Could this be the key to her seasoning?
The chili oil is also ready. Do you pour it here?
No, I put it at the bottom of the bowl to keep it from getting too watery. And looking unappealing when steamed, it won't hold its shape.
The chili oil is placed at the bottom with meat slices layered on top. This enriches the top layer during steaming. Finally, A protective layer is placed on top, and it's steamed for an hour. Lo has perfected the flavor through careful attention to detail. Soft, tender, salty, fragrant, and rich. Cut lettuce leaves into pieces, blanch them in boiling water, and place on the plate. Invert the bowl onto the plate.
The moment it is turned over, the aroma of the chili oil wafts up instantly.
There's another method, it can also be deep fried.
You can deep fry it, so there's another method.
Fry the steamed meat slices in oil heated to about 80% and remove once the surface is crispy. Luo's steamed pork with rice flour is crispy, flavorful, and aromatic, making your mouth water.
The meal is ready.
Is that enough, ma'am?
Yes.
Enjoy.
Lo's delivery cart is always on time. This dedicated and attentive chef shows great kindness and tenderness when dealing with the elderly, and the meals she prepares are the most heartwarming flavors to them.
A side dish, yet refined, flavorful, and well-known. I think that perfectly describes this duck head.
Everyone loves this taste.
This dish is a hidden menu item.
Renshaw Sichuan, connecting Chengdu to the north and Leshan to the south, has its own unique food culture.
This restaurant's signature dishes are fresh, tasty, and spicy. I don't eat this usually, but it's very tasty.
It's tender and delicious.
So, we're now at a hot pot restaurant. But today, we're not having hot pot. Thank you. Duck head. This dish is considered a hidden gem on the menu.
Locally referred to as duck brain. They're typically prepared in hot brine. They may look unassuming, but they're incredibly delicious.
3 words. Fragrant, numbing, and spicy.
How is it?
I'm completely lost in it and didn't even notice you coming over. Delicious. Do you have any secret recipes of your own?
This dish has been on my menu for almost 30 years.
Tao Facheng is an expert in spicy Jianghu cuisine, and when he cooks, he executes each step with precision and composure.
You can combine any ingredients in imaginative ways.
To make challenging ingredients flavorful, skill is essential, but selecting the right ingredients is just as crucial.
Ma'am, hello. Is this all that's left today?
So you come here every day to buy fresh duck heads?
Exactly, I've bought them here for over 10 years.
Mr. Dao, how do you pick them?
Farm-raised ducks have a yellowish color. This is meat duck.
Meat duck?
We need the farm-raised ducks.
So their skin is yellower?
They taste better. And the meat is firmer. If it still has a tongue, then it's fine.
So you need to
Exactly.
check if the tongue is
This
still
one doesn't
there.
have a tongue, see?
With a wide variety of seasonings ready, how would they be mixed to create an amazing flavor?
A side dish, yet refined. Flavorful and well-known. I think that perfectly describes this duck head.
Everyone loves this taste.
So tell me, what's the magic behind the duck head? Let me learn from you.
Tao says that removing the fishy odor and preserving freshness is key for this dish. First, soak the duck head in ice water.
Duck skin contains both fat and collagen. So chilling it makes the skin crispier and refreshing.
Impurities in the duck head are a source of its fishy smell. So what's the secret to getting rid of them?
Break it open and use your index finger to push at the top. See, the impurities in the nostrils are coming out. Another important step is to use scissors.
So you cut from the mouth?
Yeah, and then pull it out from the neck.
Pull it out from the neck?
This is its esophagus.
Use the scissors to cut where the tongue and throat connect. Then remove the throat from the back. Now, the toothbrush comes into play.
This isn't for brushing its teeth,
Clean its
but for
esophagus.
cleaning the throat. Right, yeah, the esophagus.
Once the blood is cleaned out, the duck head is blanched. Scallions and red Sichuan pepper remove the odor and add a numbing aroma to the duck head.
So the duck heads have already been blanched.
Yes,
Are you going to start braising them now?
not yet.
Braising is key for seasoning. How will Facheng orchestrate these spices to achieve distinct, layered flavors?
Are these bird's eye chilies fresh?
Since the duck heads are intact, the spice might not reach inside. So you need to open each duck head and put 2 or 3 pieces of bird's eye chili inside.
Push them all the way in?
Yes, tightly. Then close it tightly.
It must be securely closed.
Bird's eye chilies and Sichuan peppers enhance the duck head's flavor, setting its flavor base. The spice pack ratio is critical.
There are so many spices. Where do you start?
Gently press the Sichuan peppers on the cutting board. This enhances their rich, spicy flavor.
Indeed, the taste is more intense.
A little Sichuan pepper. All right now.
Did your teacher teach you this while learning? All right now.
When we
That's
were
enough.
students, we just grabbed spices as we liked. Whether it's the right amount is another story. We did only this every day.
It takes a long time to practice,
Yeah,
right?
it took a lot of time to master.
Sichuan pepper, star anise, and cinnamon are the main aromatics, with black pepper as secondary. Tao says that the seasoning mix is complex and varied, and it takes a deep understanding for a chef to use them effectively.
Alright, that's good. Let's switch to another bowl.
Because it won't fit?
No. Because we'll prepare them differently later.
How do you prepare them differently?
Each to their own. You will soon see the difference.
All right.
The dried chili peppers are rich in aroma. The bell peppers are visually appealing, and the capsicum annuum is very spicy. Cut them into pieces. Then pour hot oil over them to release their spicy aroma. Other spices will be steeped in hot water.
If you pour oil over these spices, they're likely to burn and give undesirable flavors. Soaking them in hot water is like cleaning them.
Blanch the prepared seasonings to remove impurities, then form a spice pack for braising.
To make the braising broth, we need to caramelize the sugar first.
Heat vegetable oil in a pan, then add rock sugar.
Cook until it turns a bright red, with a sweet aftertaste.
Controlling the heat is crucial for determining the color of the braising broth. Add broth to the pot, then the spice pack and the chili oil, and then the duck heads. Simmer on low heat for about 40 minutes. Various aromas collaborate, allowing rich flavors to permeate the duck heads.
Are the duck heads braised now?
I still need to chop them. It has to be a single clean cut.
What's the tastiest part?
The tongue.
The tongue? This part?
Exactly. And the cheeks are the most tender parts.
Heat oil in the pan, then briefly fry the duck head on high heat. Remove when the skin is slightly charred, and it will turn brownish red and glossy.
Eat the tongue first. It's a bit glutinous.
Usually, people may only find duck tongues tender, but this one has a sticky,
Glutinous
a bit
texture.
glutinous.
Braising and frying. Give the tongue a soft, glutinous, and crispy texture.
Another 3 bowls of sauces. This is pixie and bean paste.
Yeah,
The soul of Sichuan cuisine.
this is the black bean sauce, and this is the spicy sauce. Chop them up. Otherwise, when you stir fry, only the surface aroma comes out and they won't adhere to the duck heads.
Heat the oil to medium heat. Add the spicy sauce and stir fry until it starts bubbling evenly. Then add the black bean paste, which infuses it with a rich, intense aroma. The fermented black beans will enhance the texture. Then remove the sauces. Stir fry the dry ingredients, then add the combined sauces, and stir fry with the duck heads. The duck head dry pot is numbing, spicy, crispy, tender, and bursting with flavor.
Here's the duck head dry pot.
Why did it take so long today?
Lots of customers today. How is it?
We came just for this dish.
I'm really glad you like it.
Tao Facheng's culinary skills are exceptional through careful ingredient selection. He crafts a distinctive duck head dish that offers an extraordinary taste experience.
The prime rib is the tastiest. The fresh meat blends with the purest essence of the braising broth. This keeps the dish's original taste. This is called white braising. I'll be using a seasoning you wouldn't expect. Mr. Ma, good morning.
In the morning, the people of Yongchang Town, Beichuan County, Sichuan Province, embrace a beautiful day. Along the cobblestone road, Xiying pushes a unicycle, bumping all the way to the town's edge, where she performs an almost ceremonial handover of ingredients.
Mr. Wang, you're a bit late today. The lamb is particularly fat and large today.
Xiying, known as San Sa, is known for her warm, outgoing, cheerful personality. In Yongchang Town, she runs a unique restaurant. It offers traditional dishes, like the 9 big bowls, as well as some creative dishes. Because of the authentic ingredients and rich flavors, her business is thriving.
It's pushed like this, it's called a jigong cart, we're used to using this.
So it's become a tradition.
Yeah.
Is it heavy? Need some help?
To push this, you wouldn't know how without some practice.
Let me give it a try.
Alright, try it, keep your hands level, okay, level hands. And use your wrists. Lean back a little when going downhill.
It's all about balance, which is hard to control. It can flip over if you don't get it right, right?
Yeah, it can easily tip over. We mainly use it for corn, vegetables, and other crops, and of course, the lamp.
So almost any heavy item?
Yeah.
She specially ordered this fresh lamb to treat her friends who came from afar. However, to help the delicacy hunter better understand the local, star ingredients, she didn't rush to start cooking.
Wang here makes these brown woven crafts, it's all handmade, and they are artisans, so, when we have some free time, we come to learn from her. The lamb's horn is the totem of our Chang people, this is the mountain goat of Beichuan.
Beichuan mountain goats are a local breed cultivated by the Chang people through long-term, secluded breeding in a specific ecological environment. Its meat is tender and very fatty. How will Ing prepare such great ingredients?
Look at the ribs here. The top is the lamb chops, while the bottom is the neck bones.
Neck bones?
And in the middle is the prime rib. The prime rib is the tastiest.
It's the best part?
Yeah.
So the middle part, the prime rib.
It has firmer meat and is rich in bone marrow.
With a few swift cuts, she neatly slices through, taking out the tender lamb ribs, which are perfectly balanced with fat and lean meat. Looks like the main dish will indeed be the lamb ribs.
Once we take out the lamb ribs, there's a lot of blood, right?
Blood?
By rubbing it with salt, the blood will seep out effectively.
I see.
This takes about half an hour.
After half an hour, the blood will seep out of the lamb ribs, making them look clean and fresh. Next, remove its strong odor.
First sprinkle salt, then add cooking wine, pepper, scallions and ginger to remove the gamey smell.
What is this?
Sichuan lovage rhizome.
Sichuan lovage rhizome is a common herb found in Bashu. It is spicy and warm in Xi's hands. Sichuan lovage rhizome can work wonders.
Why do you add this?
It is a local specialty. In spring, we add it to fish stew and stir-fried bamboo shoots. In summer, it gets a bit old and dry.
Dry?
Yeah, it's dry, so we use it in marinating to remove the gamey odor and enhance freshness.
Various spices work together, seeping into the lamb ribs and replacing the gamey smell. After being washed repeatedly, the lamb ribs are blanched in water to further remove impurities and unwanted flavors.
What about these spices? There are at least a dozen of seasonings on the table.
They need to be soaked to remove dust and bring out their fragrance.
Add these spices to boiling water to fully release their aromas. The spicy, pungent, and numbing scents are layered and distinct yet blend harmoniously. After removing and draining them, stir-fry them in hot oil to further enhance the spice's rich aroma. From boiling to stir-frying, she remains steady. Finally, the Xi's braising spice pack is ready.
First, we need to prepare the broth. I simmered this for 8 hours yesterday, it's ready.
How much longer should it simmer?
After adding the meat, simmer for about an hour and a half. The fresh meat combines with the purest flavor of the braising broth. This keeps the dish's original taste intact. This is called white braising.
The light broth absorbs the braising spices, gradually becoming a rich, thick braising sauce. When the braising sauce boils, add the lamb ribs and cook until tender. Now, the deep aroma of the braising sauce has infused the lamb ribs. Remove them to drain and dry.
They should be ready, right? Most of the moisture is gone.
It's almost ready.
What's the next step?
Next, I'll use a seasoning you wouldn't expect.
What's this?
It's crispy sauce.
I know this one. It's often used in Cantonese cuisine, for example. When roasting goose, it's applied to the skin.
Yeah.
How do you apply this exactly?
We usually apply it 3 times.
3 times?
The first time, we would apply it and let it dry for 5 minutes. Then we apply the second coat and apply the third 15 minutes later. Wait for about half an hour, and then we can start frying them.
The waiting time increase with each application?
Yeah. This ensures the crispy sauce adheres more firmly.
The crispy sauce is now thoroughly moisturizing the surface of the lamb ribs. The lamb ribs, known for their tenderness, now have an extra layer of distinct flavor.
Alright, let's cook it.
Heat the oil to medium heat, lift the lamb chop from one end, and drizzle oil over it to ensure even heating from the outside in. When the oil is 80% hot, gently lower the whole lamb chop into the pot. The crispy sauce interacts with the hot oil, and the surface of the lamb chop quickly becomes golden and shiny, making it incredibly appealing.
This isn't the finished version, is it?
No, the process is not finished yet. Have you seen these fresh vegetables in front of us?
Yes, what are they for?
Let me tell you now. What we're making is rainbow lamb chop. It strongly represents Chang ethnic traditions. The Chang people are known as the people above the clouds, so I specifically made this dish, rainbow lamb chop.
Colorful vegetables and spicy seasonings are finely diced to create a crisp and fresh base for a variety of flavorful sauces. The carrot sauce is vibrant with a hint of sweetness. The red cabbage sauce is refreshing with a touch of richness. The red chili sauce is fiery and explosive. A dab of mustard and a spoonful of hot oil can ignite the fragrance of spring onions. Black fermented soya beans and sesame add depth to the fermented aroma. And the hot lamb fat turns simple garlic into something unique. 6 sauces, appealing to both the eyes and the nose, are applied carefully. Then the lamb ribs, as vibrant as a rainbow, make their grand appearance.
The main dish is ready.
San Sao, we're all waiting for you. Looks great.
We've put a lot of effort into making this dish. Let's eat.
Yeah.
The meat is very chewy and the lamb smells rich. I think I just had the carrot sauce. It has a distinct carrot flavor that combines wonderfully with the taste of the lamb. It's very tasty.
Friends and family gather together to enjoy a hearty meal. She's delicious dish not only enriches herself but also conquers her guests. The night in this ancient town is ever so peaceful and serene.
The main dish is ready.
San Sao, we're all waiting for you.
With their unique flavors and strong regional characteristics, these rural dishes preserve the cultural memories of the local land.
I love everything she makes. Your favorite is a well-braised pork hock.
Lunch is ready.
Lo Wei Chin's steamed pork with rice flour not only satisfies the elders' appetites but also brings them emotional comfort. Tao Facheng's duck head dry pot offers the diners the ultimate culinary experience.
We came specially for this dish.
I'm really glad you like it.
Shi Ying's rainbow lamb chop welcomes guests from everywhere. These dishes celebrate the countryside, evoke nostalgia, and uniquely express the charm of regional culture.